Yep. Good. All the weight on this leg.
Yep.
Drive your hand back. Drive your elbow back into my hand. Yep. Keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back. Hold. Good. Good. Drive back. Push here. Yep. Hold. Drive the elbow down. Shoulder down, I mean. There you go. Yep. Push here. Just push me out of the way. There you go. Spend a little more time at the back. I want you to focus on the contraction. Go. Push, push, push. Stay there. Now use the lat to decelerate the exercise, or decelerate the weight, not the arm. So lat accelerates it, then decelerates it. Go. Push into me. Yep, yep, yep. Hold. Use the lat to slowly let it down. Stretch. Good. Push here. Push, 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 push. Nice.
For these, do you prefer elbow close to the torso? Or
Yep, yep, yep. Good, nice. Good, that's enough. Other arm. Stay there. Good. Let the lat decelerate on the way down. Nice. Squeeze. Good. Okay, that's enough. So conceptualize that. Trap is moving first.
Okay.
That lat is moving first. So I'm actually going to try to maintain protraction and go through extension. So it's this, elbow bends, there. All right, so if I do this, trap initiates the movement, finish with my arm and rear delt. So not necessarily wrong, just like what am I trying to train, my lat or my trap, right?
Right.
So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to pull this way, it's going to be a trap, rear delt, bicep, much less lat.
Yeah.
So
Do you prefer the kind of swoop or that we're pulling to our pocket?
well, don't think about this. Think about this. So like I want to make sure that I'm maximizing the amount of travel at this joint. So it's like, if I do this,
Right.
you're maximizing the travel with the elbow.
I don't see any lat engagement on that.
Right, so it's here, right? It's like stretch and I'm driving my elbow back and minimizing the amount of travel at my elbow joint, keeping it back here.
Right.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got it. And now one more thing actually, it may not be applicable in this exercise, but when you get to here, and you get to the point where, so your lat inserts here, as soon as it gets to the point where it's going to pass your rib cage, now it's no longer pulling in this direction, it starts pulling toward the midline of the body. So the lat goes from here, and then it starts to pull this way, right? So picture the lat wrapping around the rib cage. So when you reach a certain point where, so here my insertion is in front of my body. If I do this, now the insertion's here, and now the lat just wants to pull that way. Mm-hmm. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So I don't ever want to retract when I'm trying to train my lat. I mean, maybe if I'm pulling vertically, but here I want to stay protracted and drive my elbow down. When I get to the point where the insertion is in line with the rib cage, I'm going to start pulling that way. And again, with this case, because the resistance is coming this way, it's maybe not applicable.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to over-exaggerate
Right.
that movement.
But you're actually trying. I'm actually trying to like pull that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll notice you're really weak there,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
worth trying.
These are kilograms.
Yeah, what is that you got there? 30?
I grabbed this one right here.
What is it, 20?
20.
Yeah, so that's 44 pounds. So go to like, yeah. Just multiply by 2.2. So one thing I'll suggest, as you go heavier, you're gonna have some issues here. So stand back and watch me. Mm-hmm. So what I'll do is like balance between my hand and my foot and just watch my hip. I'll take it back. because I'm trying to lengthen between the top of my head and my spine. So rather than being here, which kind of shortens it up, I'm going to take that hip back and really, so I'm driving the hip back so the spine's really long. And this leg is literally doing nothing. It's kind of the same idea as where I'm trying to like drop the hip down.
Right.
So.
Okay.
You might move that foot back a little bit. The left one. Yeah, there you go. Now drive your hip back. Yeah, there you go. So as much space between kind of your hip and your hand as possible. Nice. Much better. Yeah, you can load the shit out of that one now. That was good. Really stable. You'll notice as it gets heavy, you're just going to want to drive harder with this foot. So don't think about pulling up to the sky. Think about driving your elbow back behind you. Push. Good. Lat. Good. Nice. Nice. Good, man. Easy. Woo! Looks good. How's it feel? It's good.
Do you prefer the dumbbell, the force on these two fingers, or in the back?
So I'll tilt it this way, so the front of the dumbbell is down, and then apply force in the back fingers.
Gotcha.
So if I'm tilting it this way, which a lot of people do, they end up pulling that first. Okay. So I'm trying to tilt that way and then drive back. And that's like minutia. Like I wouldn't give a normal client that suggestion, but since you asked.
So, like I say, me, I'm like.
What should I be doing?
Like even with bicep curls, like generating force with a ring and sneaky finger.
I'll tell you the greatest piece of advice: just grip it as hard as you fucking can.
Right.
Yeah. Like the more you train your nervous system to squeeze that thing hard, the lighter it's gonna feel. Yep. Tilt the front of the dumbbell down. Yep. Yeah. Remember not to pull up, pull back.
Right.
Yep. Good push. Drive it down. There you go. Good, easy day. Strong. Looks really good, man. Yep. Very good. Feel good? Looks good. Let's go a little heavier. Do another set.
One more?
Take a rest, yeah. So grab a seat on the end of that bench after you have your water. Sit right at the end of the bench, put your knees together. Squeeze your knees together if you can. And now I want you to just focus on your breathing. Breathe into your diaphragm, not up into your chest. Breathe in your diaphragm. Good. Now, so I want you to, when you exhale, I want you to consciously try to exhale and bring these ribs down. So exhale, hold that right there. Now, put your hands above your head. Good. So let's go this way. So try to keep them. Try to get there, right? Yeah. So now, see how the rib cage came back up? Blow the air out. Put the rib cage back down. Blow up more. Nice. So good. Now just try to keep the regular slow breath down into your diaphragm. And every time you exhale, you're trying to bring this back down and bring this back. So push it in my hands. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot.
Okay.
So we're just trying to activate here.
Okay.
So So you feel tension through there? Yeah, so that's where we're trying to improve your thoracic mobility a little bit. A lot of that's through the breath. So when you try to breathe, now try to breathe into your stomach first and then see if you can breathe into your back and see if you expand it. So resist that urge to like breathe fast and really try to breathe slow. Exhale, good. Now see if you can reach up higher. That's it, reach, there you go. So you can like upward rotation of your scapula.
Should I be internal or external?
Wherever it wants to go, I wouldn't try to jam it. I'm more worried about what's happening to the spine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is actually lighting my lats.
Lighting your what?
It's lighting my lats up.
Yeah.
Just firing.
Yep. So now take your right hand down, take your left hand up higher, reach across your body a little bit. So think about lengthening through here. Same idea with the ribs. You want to stay nice and tall. Think about reaching across your body. So I'm going to like think about reaching from here. Yeah. Okay, try the other arm. So this is one thing that I think a lot of guys don't do is like you talk about end range control, right? So we want to get really strong in the ranges we're good at, but I also want to get control at those ranges where I never go. And this is one of them, man. This is what tends to happen as we get big, is we lose control in these end ranges. Now when you think you're high enough, go 6 inches higher. Really reach up and over. Yeah, there we go. You'll feel it up into your trap.
Yeah.
Yep. Good, let's do one set of rows. Let's go 30, should be easy. Let it down slowly with the lat. Lat decelerates it. Yep. Yeah, buddy, good. Keep going. Minimize that rotation. Keep the abs tight, don't let your body rotate. Good, go. Go, 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 go. Nice. Nice, very good. So again, just cueing into what I'm doing, I'm giving you resistance in that lengthened position where you're really strong. And you're pushing into it, and then when as soon as I feel you getting there, I'm letting you go because you get weak fast.
Right.
Yeah. Deep nasal breathing, send it down to your belly. Yep. Put your hand over here, man. So move this leg back. Yeah, like back and over to the middle a little bit. Yeah, so we're just dropping that hip down because I want you to take this hip this way. Yeah, there you go. Try that. Nice. So here's why. If we're bending this way and the hip kind of stays this way, my spine bends. As soon as I can let the hip fall out a little bit, my spine can stay straight and I can get past the body, right? So if you're, I don't want to see your spine bending. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Midline stability?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why we drop, so we drop this hip down. So if you're here and this hip is up, the spine wants to lean. If I drop this hip down, the spine can stay straight.